Laker Nation, I have a message for you. Happy days are here again. Way to go, Jeanie Buss. I want to congratulate Jeanie for having the guts to do what she obviously should have done about 2 years ago.
You said the right word, Skip. Guts.
It took guts. And I don't condemn her for this because it's hard to come to grips with firing your brother from a job that the father wanted the brother to have. May he rest in peace, Dr. Buss. But she did apologize for dragging her feet, and in the end, even Magic pointed out that 2 years ago, he wouldn't have been comfortable enough with all of his many business ventures, maybe to take on the very full-time job that is turning around the Los Angeles Lakers. So it all worked fortuitously, and I believe that Magic Johnson will slowly but surely return some 80s magic to this basketball team, that it will sooner than later become a contending team again under Magic Johnson. But I want to either qualify or disqualify myself going in. I got to tell you, I know Magic very well. I love Magic Johnson, maybe to a fault. Maybe I don't have any objectivity here, but I believe in Magic Johnson. And every challenge he has ever faced in his life, and we all know he faced some big ones. The
one that he overcame in '91.
I'd say that's about as big as it gets.
Yeah.
And he has always figured out how to overcome every challenge in his life, in business or in his personal life. And I believe in this man because nobody I've ever been around works harder than this man at figuring things out, at acquiring advice from all the people that he knows around this country. He will figure this job out slowly but surely. But that said, the last straw for Jeanie Buss became the first major blow to me to Magic's new regime, and that was the DeMarcus Cousins trade. And I sat right here and I told you, I think on Monday.
We did.
Okay, were you with me? I can't remember if you were with me on
Metta World
this.
Peace said he wouldn't do it. I said, what are we waiting on?
Brandon Ingram was what they were waiting on. And by many reports last night, according to many reports, that Jeanie and Magic both felt left in the dark over what happened over the weekend involving Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak, now the former GM, because for some reason they decided that their pride was too great in their recent first-round pick of Brandon Ingram to give him up straight up for DeMarcus Cousins. Would happy days have been here now if Magic Johnson could start fresh, rebuilding around DeMarcus Cousins? Because I'm going to point out to people once again, I realize his volatility with the referees and all of his psychological issues, but a player averaging 28, 11, and 5 assists does not come on the market very often. In fact, the last one who did was named Wilt Chamberlain. So that's how rare it was for a player of this magnitude to be available. And Jeanie was furious that they didn't close a deal that she wanted closed over the weekend. So whatever fell apart, if it was just over Brandon Ingram, what a blow to Magic Johnson, because he was out of the loop and now he's in the loop, and now all he can do is hope to try to tank his way into a top 3 lottery pick, because that's the only way he's going to protect the first-round pick that could go to Philadelphia if they're 4 or lower in the draft.
No, just keep playing like they play. They don't have to. Just keep playing like you're playing.
Well, his first sweet move, as in Sweet Lou Williams, was to trade Lou Williams. So now you got him. You got something back for him. You got a first-round pick.
Correct.
And you needed to get him off your books because he's too good. He might win you some games that you don't want to win down the stretch. So I hate it for Magic that he gets thrown into a situation in which the great Magic Johnson has to concentrate on losing games, but that's what he has to do right now. But I still say, slowly but surely, starting next year, Magic Johnson will turn the Lakers back into the Lakers.
I agree with you, Skip. I think he'll do very, very well. And Magic knows talent when he sees it. I think he'll be better in this role than he was in his coaching role, because ex-players have a hard time coaching because the way they approached it, winning was the end-all, be-all. They lived, they slept, they breathed. Everything about them was about winning. And when players that they're coaching don't feel that same way, they have a problem with that. So I believe Magic, knowing the talent, what he's looking for. Now, he and Luke Walton, they'll get together and says, okay, Luke, what do we want to do? What type of player would you like to have to fit into what we already have that can make us get us back to being the Lakers? Because, Skip, at the end of the day, we love Golden State. They got a nice little shiny thing going. The Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron and the King, we know that. But look, there's really only 3 gold standard franchises: the Knicks, the Lakers, and the Celtics. And 2 of the 3 are going to miss the playoffs this year, probably. That's not good for the NBA.
Yep.
I'm glad that Magic got this opportunity. And it seems to me, and this, we'd have to do some research, but it seems to me ex-players make better talent evaluators than coaches.
A little better, I would agree. It's just harder for a great player to coach average players because they look and say, why can't you do what I did?
Right.
And it drives them crazy quickly, and it all falls apart.
Because if you look at Jerry West has had success, I'm talking about great success.
Oh.
Danny Ainge now, Larry Bird. And then you go to the football side of the thing, you go John Elway, you got Ozzie Newsome, the great Hall of Fame players that are great at evaluating players. They have some young pieces, Skip, that they're going to have to part ways with. Because you got, if this was an NCAA basketball team, I would pick them to win the finals. Because they got a bunch of guys that's 6'5" to 6'9" that play the exact same position. You got Clarkson coming off the bench, and you got D'Angelo Russell. I'm moving one of them and getting me a piece.
I would move D'Angelo. That's just me. I've never been a big fan. That's just me.
Because at the end of the day, they were the Showtime Lakers, but when they needed a basket, guess what they did? Magic Johnson would hold up one hand, one finger. He dumped the ball down to Kareem. Kareem could throw the sky hook. Jeanie Buss and Magic Johnson looking like, hold on. We had an opportunity to get DeMarcus Boogie Cousins for Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
You not only did you not tell me about it, you turned this deal down. You got to go.
It's killer. I agree.
Because this is the way I look at it. Boogie Cousins right now is averaging 28 and 11. Skip, in order for you not to do this deal, you better believe that Brandon Ingram, moving forward at some point in time in his career, is going to be better than what Boogie Cousins is right now. That's the only way you can say, no, I'm not doing this deal. Because if he doesn't give you double-doubles like Boogie gives you on a nightly basis, because you're saying by holding on to this young man that he's going to be better than what Boogie Cousins is right now.
I agree.
You got Julius Randle. You got his dad won the dunk contest, Larry Nance Jr.
Yes.
They're really the same guy, Skip. And then these contracts, Luol Deng. Skip, Luol Deng hadn't been good since he was in Chicago, early Chicago, and you give him a big deal.
They gave him a big deal.
And then Mozgov,
they gave a big deal to.
Skip, I understand that you had to spend some money.
Just to be respectable,
But Skip, you got to do more. You got to do your due diligence. You just can't spend money just because you got to spend it. And that's what, look, I understand that Dr. Buss put in parameters that he wanted his son to take over. But he also put in parameters that if things weren't going well, my daughter is going to have the authority to get you up out of here. And it takes guts. Not a whole lot of people, Skip, can fire their brother or can fire a family member. Because I can tell you, when you get fired, there's a little animosity. And when it comes from a family member, there's probably going to be a lot of animosity.
I would think so.
I really do hope that Magic can turn this thing around quick. And he says it's not going to be quick, or he really would be Magic. But I think Magic getting the talent, Luke Walton, the head coach, saying, okay, this is what we need. This is the type of offense that I want to run. These things can meet, and the Lakers can get back to doing what they were known to do. Because you saw in the background when you saw that picture, you saw all those gold Larry O'Briens. That's what it's about. You play with the Knicks, you play with the Lakers and the Celtics, it's about those trophies. It's not about anything else. That's what it's about. The only thing that I hope what Magic does is that Magic knows, but he needs to hire somebody that knows what he doesn't know. See, Skip, if I'm on a boat with a buddy of mine, one of us need to know how to swim. We both can't not swim. So you can't have two guys that's never had front office experience in this opportunity.
Hence, Rob Pelinka.
Right. So
Kobe's agent.
What Magic has done, his success, is that he knew when he got Starbucks, he went to Howard Schultz, and he said, look, I know you like to sell scones, but scones are not going to sell in Compton. They're not going to sell in Inglewood. I need some sweet potato pie. I need some bean pies up in here. So he knew what he knew. Howard Schultz says, okay, this man knows his community. This is what we're going to do. The Magic Johnson Theaters. Hey, we need some strawberry. We need some root beer. We need some stuff that the people in my community, that's what they're going to drink. So Magic knows what he knows in business. I just hope he can transfer and says, okay, I don't have any front office experience. I need someone that has something or that knows something about front office management as far as sports and can handle the cap and can help me move these pieces. They got to move some of this young talent and get a proven commodity. And Boogie would have been a great start.
He would have been, and can you imagine Magic Johnson mentoring Boogie Cousins? Would that not have worked?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that didn't work. Now, one underrated rise in the organization now will take place, and that is Ryan West, the son of Jerry West, who's been just a bit player in all
Yeah.
this. I believe Magic will make him a key player in all this, and I think he's he will draw upon the knowledge of his father, who's obviously overseeing the Golden State
But
operation.
his father's going to be a free agent. I'll be looking to bring his dad back.
Or in some capacity.
Yes, absolutely.
I would agree with that.